a Bioforum sponsored
Hi everyone,
webinar,
my
so
name is Paul
Bioforum
Milan.
Data
Welcome
Masters,
to this session.
and this is part of a
Bioforum,
series
we are
that we are presenting to help
technology-driven clinical
our
research
customers
organization
navigate the
with
increasing
about
demands
180
in our
employees at the
industry,
moment, and we
and to
focus
share
on
some
the
of the
data aspects
solutions
of a
that
clinical
we've
trial,
implemented in our
and that includes
services,
data
and
management,
hope that these will
biostatistics,
guide
statistical
you to
programming,
success.
as well as medical writing.
Perhaps you can tell our listeners a little more about Bioforum. Thanks, Paul. So Paul and I will be speaking to you today. I'm Sharon Rousseau. I'm a biostatistician who's been in the industry for almost 30 years now. I'm a director within the Bioforum's Biostatistics Department, and I have worked in academic institutions, but the majority of my experience is in the CRO industry. I've also spent time managing and training teams of statisticians and programmers and driving the implementation of process development. Paul, please will you introduce yourself?
And be quite involved in training and development as well.
Okay, so before we go any further, I'd just like to go over a few items so that you know how you can participate in today's event. By now, I think you've figured out that attendees don't have video or audio functionality. However, to ensure that we're helping you as best we can, we do have a Q&A chat box where we can collect your questions. So please feel free to enter your questions at any time during the presentation, and we will collect the questions together and address them during the Q&A session at the end of today's discussion. And then if you are experiencing any technical difficulties, please use the chat facility to direct message admin. So we do have admin on hand to support you. And then note that at the end of today's session, a little while after the session, you will receive a link to the recording of today's session. But without further ado, let's dive into today's topic. Our discussion is all about RBQM, so risk-based quality management of critical data. So next time you are engaged in a discussion about critical data, either as a biostatistician or perhaps with your biostatistician, you will understand what defines critical data, and then a biostatistician's perspective of critical data, and then the different activities that biostatisticians focus on with respect to critical data and the review of critical data. So a good place for us to start is to actually look at the background and the drivers of risk-based quality management and critical data. So an updated version of ICH E8, the guidance on general considerations in clinical trials, was released last year in about April. And it really was the first update of this guideline in the last 20 years. And the concepts discussed in the updates actually support the changes that we've seen in ICH E6R2, as well as those that we anticipate in the ICH E6R3 update, which is in draft format currently. The focus of the updated E8 guideline is on embedding quality into clinical trials through the purposeful and thoughtful trial design and then execution. So this concept of quality by design. And quality by design is achieved by concentrating on factors that impact subject safety, affect the interpretability and reliability of our data, and then those factors that could possibly interfere with the reliability or ethics of decision-making based on those trials. And so the critical to quality factors emphasize that really the quality and good quality clinical research relies on good trial design and then good execution of a trial according to that particular design. By identifying the factors that drive good design and execution, we're then able to put controls around the items to mitigate the risk that can be associated with these factors. Thus, we can manage the successful delivery or quality delivery of a trial by focusing on the factors that put the trial most at risk. So therefore, we have risk-based,